It's week 4 of the 2024 season, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni.
It's the Chiefs and the Chargers on EA Sports.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is sort of...
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from L.A. McCole Hardman now on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, fresh off a third Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter D.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's pretty obvious why you go pass on that first down. You're trying for a big strike and to take this home crowd out of it. But Kate, here's the problem. All it did was energize this building. Listen to it. Listen to these fans as they get louder, starting off with a sack.
After the sack, another pass on second down. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. Third down coming. They motion the tight end over. Third down, it's Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. Kyle Pitts with the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
A first down carry for Pacheco. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Play action, Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. They'll motion a tight end left. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll say he got 5 there, but they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another run for Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Going to the ground again on first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. We'll take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers break the tie here in the first. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Hardman with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. One of the tight ends motioning left. 3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's Justin Simmons. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Running back sent in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert from the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid pickup of 9 yards, and that brings us to the end of our first quarter. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to SoFi right after this. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at second and pretty short. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. So now here's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw Mahomes. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Kansas City sends out its punt team. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Chargers take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Ball on the 45. 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. They send a man in motion. Herbert throwing again. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go with Williams on the counter. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Putting a receiver in motion. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. McConkey's got it on the sideline. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. Throw complete to Williams. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought down by Charles Omenahu on the play. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Caught near the goal line. It's an LA touchdown. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Another throw for Mahomes. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. The Chargers about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll give it to Williams on the option. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Running for the marker with Williams. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 1st and 10 from the 41. They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10, Herbert. And a man is there to knock that away.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
It's taken in by Williams. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Justin Reed with the tackle. Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if you would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out at the 7. Wow, great kick. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. This one is taken in by Tony. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chiefs looking for a score before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. Here's 2nd and 7. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Here's Mahomes now. Kelsey makes the catch. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Back to the air, Mahomes. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Again, Mahomes to throw. Pacheco hauls it in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Austin McNamara on now to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Into the hands of Pitts. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 39. This ball's cut by Palmer. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. Play action now for Herbert. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Kicked off by Jalen Watson. Well, it's a position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a quarterback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to get that pick under his stat column individually, but that was a collective effort. It was all about the pass rush. And those great corners, they know it. They know it takes everybody. The guys up front doing their job, and when the ball falls harmlessly in his hands like that, well, he does his job to finish with the INT.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
That one is incomplete, couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Hauled in by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The rookie from Michigan, there that time. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. A great effort not rewarded. That punches the crossbar and bounces backward. That brings us to halftime. It's a 14-point game after 2 quarters of play. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out west in Las Vegas. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Nick Chubb has a touchdown run. From there, we head down to the desert. Check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The rookie Jaden Daniels taking number 2 overall with 2 touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Aaron Rodgers leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We're accustomed to seeing strong quarterback play. We got that in the first half from Justin Herbert. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target
Reed
throughout.
had to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pitts brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
He'll get this complete to Pitts. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Short pass brought in. He's still going at the 30. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Throwing on first is Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Herbert from the gun. He's got it at the 5. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Hardman with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Has his man, it's Pacheco. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Stephon Gilmore stopping that play. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle, instead did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stands.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 47. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. New set of downs for him from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10, here's Herbert. Throw complete to Williams. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll come up 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Palmer coming in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And he drives this forward to the 6. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Herbert with a blitz coming. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers continue piling onto this lead. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Kelsey makes the catch. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackled on the play by Puna Ford. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the 31. On target to his man, Tony. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Chiefs have possession, and this final quarter begins with them in a massive hole. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again, Mahomes. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Back to the air, Mahomes. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Another throw for Mahomes. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
This is Williams. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now it's Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Williams. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Catch is made in close. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers grow their lead yet again. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Hardman with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Getting out to his left.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a covered just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Motioning the tight end now. Throwing on third and long. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw, Mahomes. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down. To the air, Mahomes. He's got Brown on the slant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. All right, all set up now. First and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. They send a tight end in motion. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Second and 3 now. Again, Mahomes to throw. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. He got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. Third and short, here's Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. From the red zone now. Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. In a good spot here, second and inches. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Blitz coming, Mahomes. From the... This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Well, now this is certainly going to make second and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. But give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating, and it's going to make it a more difficult now second and goal situation.
Trying again, following the sack. Cut near the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. So now, here's third and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And oh, he got it! Interception! That's Justin Simmons.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Back just close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Williams now on first and 10. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground with Williams. Has good room at the 35. And he gets this up to the 38-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. New set of downs for him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.